Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to today's Monday, April 22nd, 2024, Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School varsity softball action as your Walpole High Timberwolves host the Framingham High Flyers in a Bay State Conference interdivision game from Chauncey Smith Field on the Byrd Middle School campus in East Walpole. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I'll be providing all the play-by-play action for today's game. Joining me behind the camera is Nick Piccirilli. Coach Rachel Sprague's squad will try to make it 4 straight wins in the early going this season. Walpole opened the year with victories over Weymouth, 13-1, Oliver Ames 6-2, and Braintree 9-0, before dropping a 4-3 count at Milton. The Timberwolves then blanked Bridgewater Raynham 12-0, and Franklin 10-0 before toppling Oliver Ames again 4-2 in their last outing. The Orange and Blue is third in the Herget Division of the Bay State Conference at 2-1, 6-1 overall. Walpole has won all 4 of its home games, outscoring their opponents 56-9, and is ranked 13th in the Boston Globe Top 20. Junior pitcher Charlotte Stasinski brings a 6-1 record into the contest, with 64 strikeouts and 14 walks in 41 innings pitched. Having allowed 23 hits, Charlotte has a 1.37 earned run average. Junior outfielder Carolyn Duran tops the team in batting with 15 hits and 26 at-bats for a .577 mark, ahead of sophomore Grace Todd at .555 with 11 hits and 20 trips, and Sienna Cruiser at .429 with 9 safeties in 21 at-bats. Co-captain Ariana Cruiser has the team's only home run. Framingham is third in the Carey division at 1-1, 1-3 overall, and has been outscored 31-25. The Flyers opened the season with the 15-0 rout of Brookline, but have lost 3 straight since then to Newton North 7-2, Hopkinton 20-7, and Westboro 4-1. Walpole has beaten Framingham 7 straight years since dropping a 7-2 count in 2015. During that winning streak, the Timberwolves have outscored the Silver and Blue 80-11. Coach Sprague is back for her 10th year behind the bench. The Orange and Blue has appeared in 7 straight postseason MIAA tournaments and 8 overall under her tutelage. The Timberwolves finished last season with a 17-2 record and were both the Herget Division and Bay State Conference champions. This year's squad includes 2 seniors, co-captain Susie McAdams in right field and catcher Ariana Cruiser. 7 juniors, Nora Broderick, Briella Clinton, Carolyn Daly, Carolyn Duran, Charlotte Stasinski, Katie Shamoon, and Sydney Bissonnet, and sophomores Sienna Cruiser and Grace Todd, along with freshmen Abby Riley and Ellie Boland. And once again, it's that time where we say, if you are interested in doing play-by-play or color commentary on any Walpole High sporting event, please contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795, or by emailing her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. It's an easy job. It's fun. You'll enjoy. You get outdoors, get some nice fresh air, get to see the game up close and personal. And it's something anybody can do. Parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, grandparents, neighbors, friends, or just somebody who's interested in getting a little bit of extra sports action, high school sports action. So once again, if you are interested, please contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795, or email her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. The starting lineup for Framingham will be second baseman Shelby Kikas batting first. The second batter is center fielder Ava Dillon. Shortstop Chloe Nestor is third, with pitcher Kayla Goodrich doing the cleanup batting. Catcher Riley Kikas is batting fifth, ahead of left fielder Avery Palmer. Designated player Carly Nestor is the 7th batter. Third baseman Bree Capola is in the 8th spot. Batting ninth is the right fielder Sophia Lally. And playing first base and not batting at the beginning is Tessa Kodowski. Walpole's lineup Defensively, has Ariana Cruiser behind the plate. Charlotte Stasinski on the mound. Bree Clinton at first. Grace Todd at second. The shortstop is Sienna Cruiser, and Nora Broderick is at third. The outfield going left to right is Carolyn Daly, Carolyn Duran, and Susie McAdams. Okay, so Shelby Kikas swings and misses at the first pitch of the ball game. Stasinski looks in. Here's her pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Actually, that was strike three. I must have missed one. And it brings up the center fielder, Ava Dillon. She drops a bunt, pops it up right to Briella Clinton for the easy out. And we have two down now. And it brings up the shortstop, Chloe Nestor. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Stasinski's second pitch popped foul off the protective netting. 0-2 the count to Nestor. Charlotte steps on the rubber, goes into the windup. Here's her pitch. Popped out of play off this netting again. Count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. 3 up, 3 down for Framingham in the top of the first. And an amazing thing, Charlotte Stasinski threw 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 pitches, all for strikes. All right, Walpole's starting lineup. Leading off is the center fielder, Carolyn Duran. Shortstop Sienna Cruiser will be batting second, with second baseman Grace Todd in the third slot. Carolyn Daly will be playing left field and batting cleanup, with designated player Emily Bolin batting fifth. The sixth spot is held down by Bree Clinton at first base, with second baseman with catcher Ariana Cruiser batting seventh. Pitcher Charlotte Stasinski is batting eighth, followed by Susie McAdams in right field in the ninth spot. Nora Broderick, the third baseman, will not be batting to start the game. The first pitch from pitcher Kayla Goodrich on its way. Foul back. And the pitch, ball, strike two called. The 0-2 pitch on its way, inside a ball, 1-2. Ground ball to second, up with it over to first, 1 down. And up to the plate is the shortstop Sienna Cruiser. There's a ball in the dirt. Oh, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Foul down the third base line. A ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right to the first baseman. She takes it, steps on the bag, and we have 2 down. Brings up the second baseman, Grace Todd. Swing and a miss, strike 1. She chased that one out of the strike zone. Ball down low, evens the count at 1-1. Fouled at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Goodrich's 1-2 delivery. Ground ball down the first baseline. That'll be a fair ball. That could be extra bases. And she holds up at first. So a base hit for Todd. Brings up the right fielder, Carolyn Daly. Walpole gets a runner on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Strike called. Ground ball to the second baseman, over to first, and the side is retired. Walpole has no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of an inning of play, we are scoreless. Goodrich steps into the box. Stasinski looks in against her mound opponent. Throws a strike call. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. Fouled back out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Stasinski's mind up, and the pitch, swing and a miss. She took something off that and completely fooled Goodrich. So Charlotte picks up her 3rd strikeout of the game, and it brings up the catcher, Riley Kikas. Strike 1. Just outside, 1-1. That snaps a streak of 13 straight strikes by Charlotte. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, high and away, 2-2. Stasinski looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Brings up the left field, Avery Palmer. Strike one called. There's a ball down low, 1-1. Checks her swing, but not in time. A ball and 2 strikes. Stasinski goes into the windup and the pitch. Strike 3 called. Once again, 3 up, 3 down for Framingham. 4 straight strikeouts for Stasinski. After an inning and a half of play, we are scoreless here from Chauncey Smithfield. Goodrich looks in for the sign. Wind up and the pitch. It's a ball down low. The 1-0 pitch on its way. Pop foul. Out of play into the Walpole dugout. Ground ball to the second baseman. Up with it over to first. 1 down. And it brings up the first baseman, Briella Clinton. First pitch is a ball down low. Ball 2 in the dirt. Bree ahead on the count, 2-0. Ball 3 down low. First batter to get 3 balls. Actually, the first one to get 2 balls, and then now 3 balls. Here's the pitch. Strike call, 3-1. Foul back. Full count. High and away, ball 4. And it brings up the catcher, Ariana Cruiser. Ariana and Susie McAdams, Walpole's captains this year. Ariana takes a ball high and away. A 1-0 pitch. Check swing, but it's a strike. 1-1. The umpire called time. All right, Cruiser steps back into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, foul down the first base line. Ball and 2 strikes to the Timberwolf catcher. 2-2. Foul down the first baseline. Count remains 22. Full count. The payoff pitch from Goodrich on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got away from her, and she drops the ball. It's an error. Pass ball. Okay, so there was no pass ball. There was just a strikeout. But Clinton moves down into scoring position at second base. Brings up the pitcher, Charlotte Stasinski, with a chance to help her own cause here. There's a ball inside. Ball 2. Ball 3 in the dirt. Batter's count here for Stasinski. We'll see if Coach Sprague gives her the green light or not. She doesn't, but it's ball 4. 2 walks so far this inning for the Timberwolves, and it brings up the right fielder, Susie McAdams, Walpole's other captain, and a left-handed batter. First and second, 1 out, or 2 outs for Walpole. It's a ball. Strike called. 1-1. Ball 2 down in the dirt. Strike call, 22. The 2-2 delivery, foul back. Count remains 2-2. Kayla Goodrich looks in for the sign. Here's her 2-2 pitch. Foul down the third baseline. Count still staying at 2-2. High and away with a full count. So with 2 outs to the full count, the runners will be off with the pitch. Foul down the third baseline. Out of play. McAdams steps back into the box. Once again, the payoff pitch on the way. Fouled.
It's okay.
Payoff delivery, ball 4. Third walk given up by Goodrich this inning. Loads the bases with 2 outs and brings up the top of the order, Carolyn Duran. Carolyn grounded to second to lead off the first inning for Walpole. The pitch, grounded at the first baseman. She steps in the bag and the inning is retired. For Walpole, they had no runs, no hits. There were no errors and 3 left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, the score is 0-0. Nestor steps into the batter's box. She's the designated player for the silver and blue today. Swings and fouls it off. Strike 1. Ball 1-1. A 1-1 pitch from Stasinski, swung on and missed. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 5 straight Ks for Stasinski. Brings up the third baseman, Bree Capola. Fakes the bunt, takes a strike. There's a strike 2 called. Stasinski's 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Charlotte really on today. Brings up the number 9 hitter, right fielder Sophia Lally. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 the count to Lally. Charlotte looks in for the sign. Ariana gives it to her, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. 3 up, 3 down for the 3rd straight inning for Framingham. Through 3 innings, they have no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And Charlotte Stasinski has struck out 8 of the 9 batters she's faced. All right, Sienna grounded out to the first baseman, her first time up. Looking to start things off here for the Timberwolves. Kayla Goodrich looks in for the sign. Here's our pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, over to the shortstop in time. 1 down. Brings up the second baseman, Grace Todd. Grace drew a walk her first time at bat, 1 of 4 that have been issued by Kayla Goodrich. Strike 1 called. One strike pitch. Up high and away, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, ball 2 down low. Ball 3 in the dirt. I'm sorry, that's ball 2. Actually, it's not, it's ball 3. Sorry about that, folks. Fly ball, gonna drop in to right field. First hit of the game. And Walpole's got a runner on base. And it brings up the cleanup hitter, Carolyn Daly. Ball in the dirt. Strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bunt attempt is fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Down low, 22. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Goodrich, and it brings up the cleanup hitter, Emily Boland. Emily grounded to second her first time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball. 1-1 the count. Goodrich's 1-1 pitch, swung on, fouled back. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Daly. Ground foul down the left field line. Time called, so second baseman Shelby Kikas can tie her cleat. And the 2-2 pitch to Daly will be on its way. Fouled back. Go to play. Count remains 2-2. 2-2 pitch again, fouled again. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. High and away. We have a full count. Todd will be off with the pitch. 2 outs. Full count. Ball in the dirt. So Walpole gets 2 runners on now. And it brings up first baseman Bree Clinton. Clinton drew up freebie her first time up. Fouls it off, strike 1. High and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Both runners will advance. This will give Walpole 2 runners in scoring position now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Chance to break open this scoreless tie. 2 balls and a strike to Clinton. Ball 3 in the dirt. Three balls, 1 strike. Grounded foul down the first baseline. Gives Clinton a full count. Payoff delivery on its way. Long foul down the right field line, falls in. Once again, the 3-2 pitch. High and away, ball 4. Sacks are full for Walpole with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd, and it brings up the catcher, Ariana Cruiser. Ariana fanned her first time up. High, ball 1. Ball 2. As we said at the top of the broadcast, Ariana is the only Timberwolf with a home run yet this year, and this would be an ideal time to make that 2. Strike call, 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3 up high. 3-1, no place to put her. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. Line drive, base hit into center field. Right field, I'm sorry. 1 run in, and 2 runs cross the plate, and Walpole takes the lead. All right, so Walpole jumps out to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, and pitcher Charlotte Stasinski steps into the batter's box. Charlotte walked her first time up. She takes a strike. Swing and a miss, strike two. The 0-2 delivery from Goodrich on its way. Swing and a miss, strike three. So she reaches on the pass ball. And once again, the bases are loaded for Walpole. Brings up Susie McAdams. Strike one called. Strike two called. The 0-2 pitch to McAdams on its way. Ball down low, 1-2. Up high, 2-2. 3 runners on the bases for Walpole here. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. The Timberwolves have got 2 wins so far this inning. Ground ball back to the mound, bobbled, and everyone will be safe. So that'll bring in the 3rd run of the inning for Walpole. And brings up the top of the order. Caroline Duran up for her 3rd time. Ground ball into right field, a base hit. And 2 more runs across the plate. Walpole starting to open things up here a little bit this inning with 5 runs across the plate so far. Sienna Cruiser coming to the plate for her 2nd time this inning. She grounded a shot her 1st time up. Ground ball to the second baseman, backhands it, underhands to second, and the side is retired. But Walpole comes up with 5 runs on just 2 hits. First pitch, bunt attempt, she misses, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. 1 down, and it brings up center fielder Ava Dillon. She is the only player not to strike out so far for Framingham. She popped out to first baseman Briella Clinton. Shows bunt, takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 down. And it brings up the shortstop, Chloe Nestor. Ground ball to first. Briella scoops it up, runs it over, and the side is retired. Once again, Framingham 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 3.5 innings of play, Walpole 5, Framingham nothing. Stasinski needed just 7 pitches to get those 3 outs that inning, all of which were strikes. She has thrown 37 pitches, 34 of which have found the strike zone. Ground ball, base hit into left right field. That was actually Grace Todd. Carolyn Daly up. She takes a strike. Fouled off at the plate. Foul down the first baseline. 2 strikes. Up high a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Brings up the designated player, Emily Boland. She drops it into right field. Right fielder puts it away. 2 down. And first baseman Briella Clinton will come to the plate. Fouled a little nubber in front of the plate. Down to first, and she is retired. For Walpole, they have no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. After 4 complete, the score remains Walpole 5, Framingham nothing. Before Chloe Nestor grounded out to Briella Clinton at last to end the inning, Stasinski had struck out 9 straight. Goodrich takes a strike. Foul back, strike 2. Charlotte gets a new ball. She looks in for the sign. Her 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as she took something off that. And it brings up the catcher, Riley Kikas. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ball high and away. Stasinski's 1-1 pitch. Foul back off the press box. A ball and 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. It brings up the left fielder, Avery Palmer. Swing and a miss. Nope, it's outside a ball. Swing and a miss now, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Foul back out of play. The count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called at the knees. Once again, Framingham goes 3 up and 3 down. After 4.5 innings of play, the score remains Walpole 5, Framingham nothing. All right, Ariana Cruiser getting ready to step into the batter's box. She singled and scored a run last inning. And we have a new pitcher for Framingham. Ground back off of her shin. Over to first. Got her by a play. 1-5-3. New pitcher for Framingham is Shelby Keekless. She moved over from second base to take over. While Goodrich moved to second base. All right, Keekless shaking off that shot off her leg. And it'll bring up Charlotte Stasinski. There's a ball up high. There's a ball in the dirt. 2-0. Ball up high and away. 3-0 the count. Ball 4. The final line on Goodrich, she went 4 innings, gave up 5 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error behind her. Showing bunt and taking a ball is McAdams. Let's see, Goodrich had 1, 2, 3 strikeouts, 4 strikeouts. but she was hurt by walks. Strike on. She had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. She walked 5, 6, 5. Pitches down low to McAdam. That's a ball, 3-0. Walpole with a run first and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, holding a 5-0 advantage. Ball 4. And leadoff batter Carolyn Duran comes to the plate. Carolyn has grounded out 3 times, all to the right side of the infield. He takes a strike. Ground ball through into left field for a base hit. Runners on first and second for Walpole. I'm sorry, bases are loaded for Walpole with 1 out, and it brings up shortstop Sienna Cruiser. Line drive, gapper. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in, 3 runs are coming in. Cruiser. And Cruiser holds up at third, a 3-base triple. A 3-run triple. And Walpole takes an 8-0 lead here. There's a long fly ball. That's going to be a gapper. Yes. 1 run in. Hustling around is Todd. She's going to third, and she will hold up there. Back-to-back triples for Walpole as they boost their lead to 9-0. And it brings up the left fielder, Carolyn Daly. Line drive, base hit. That'll end the ball game. She's going to hustle down to second, and she will stay there. And that will end the game on a slaughter rule here, 10-0. So Walpole, after a slow start, explodes for 5 runs in the 3rd and 5 more in the 5th to claim the 10-0 victory for Walpole in that last inning. They had 5 more runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. For the final rundown here for Walpole, they finished with 10 runs on 9 hits. They played errorless ball, and they left 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 on base. Charlotte Stasinski goes the distance, and folks, she pitched a perfect game. She had, faced the minimum number of batters. She had, 13 strikeouts, no walks. She threw 49 pitches, 44 of which were for strikes. She gets the perfect game. Unbelievable. Great game for Charlotte. And Walpole improves to 7-1, while Framingham falls to 1-4. So we'd like to thank you. If there, actually, there was nothing even hard hit against Charlotte today. The only two hit balls were both to first baseman Bree Clinton, and she put them away quite easily. So we would like to thank you for watching this Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School varsity softball action. Once again, your final score from Chauncey Smith Field, your Walpole Timberwolves 10 on Charlotte Stasinski's perfect game, and Framingham nothing.